So in today class I'm going to explain what is use of use effect hook in React. So alter what is the hook means a certain functional if you want to achieve then you use the hook. Already explained what is the use state. So use state hook I explained. Already explained what is the use state. Use state for to create the states. Now I'm going to explain what is the use of use effect hook in React. So hook means we are using in the functional components. So in previous classes, I already explained the class components. So what are the I'll explain life cycle methods in the class components. So in the previous class, I already explained what are the life cycle methods, class components. I already explained component one, component that mode. So I already explained in the previous class. So these are the stages in the previous class. I already explained what are the life cycle methods in the class components. But these life cycle methods are not in the functional component. These are only in the class component. If you want to achieve these life cycle methods in functional components, then we use the use effect hook. So what is the use effect hook? To achieve life cycle methods in functional components. This is the use of use effect hook. Okay. To achieve the life cycle methods in functional components, we use the use effect hook. So we have so many life cycle methods in class components, right? So uh, we are not call the all the methods, but some certain life cycle methods we can achieve in functional components, like component did mode, the did mode, component did update, component update. These life cycle methods we can achieve in the functional components and also component turn mode, component will mode. So these methods are not called the functional components, but we can achieve them in the functional components using the use effect tool. For example, this methods when it was if any change if first time component at the right component. Let's take let's how to achieve this component in mode in the functional components. Okay, I will explain. I will show it to you. Okay, go to the functional components. Okay, here I have the our class component. So this class component I call in the app component, right? So what I will do is so I create life component. I call it the previous class. So I hide all the things. Okay, I hide all the things. Okay, I created my supply class. Okay, like I create supply component, separate component. Uh, let's say it is for something like game. Let's create one component called game.js. Okay, so it's a functional component. So to create a functional component, what I do, I create the function with the name. I create the function with the name with the same class, the same function file name. What is the file name? Game. So I create the function with the same name, game. Okay, function, function spelling. Okay, so this functional component return some UI, right? So return, let's say div. Okay, we have div. This is the game component. I have some HR. Let's say here I am printing like I have one horizontal line and so this functional component I'm exporting this one export exported. Okay, I created one functional component. Okay, now this functional component I am importing in the app component. Let's say here I am using the app component. So what is the component game? So I imported, I use that one. Okay, now run the server. So now if we go to localhost 3000, let me go to localhost 3000. If you see, so in the app component, I load the game component, that is the functional component. So now game component is the functional component. Now I want to achieve the first rule of this life cycle method, this component did mode. First time the component render. So if you want to do something in the function, if you want to do something when the component loaded first time, if you want to do something, so if you want to do something, if you want to do something for first time the component render. Okay. So how to achieve this in the functional component? So we said we can achieve this using the useEffect function, useEffect hook. See, useEffect hook has the two arguments. useEffect hook take the two args, two arguments. This is a method. First one is the arrow function. Second one is the useEffect hook that take the two arguments. Okay, and like function parameters. Okay. First one is the arrow function. That means like this. Second one is the empty dependency arrays. This is the dependency array. I will explain clearly what are those. Okay. First, I want to achieve, like if you want to see, I want to achieve something only the first time the component render, then I want to something. To achieve this using the useEffect, how can we do? See, I will show you. Okay. So the first time render. So what I want to do, I want to do the useEffect hook. First, I need to put a useEffect hook function. useEffect from the React. So I imported and using it. So useEffect is the function. So for this function, what are the arguments we have? We need to take the two arguments. First is the arrow function. Second is the dependency array. The thing is, if you want to something for the first time the component render, you don't need to pass the second argument. Second argument is the optional argument. This is the option. Okay, it is mandatory. So for the useEffect, first argument must be mandatory. What is first argument? Arrow function. Okay. Second argument is the array. It is the option. So I'm not giving any second argument. If you want to do something, I want to print, for example, I want to print when the first time the component is render. So what I will do, console.log here. This is first time. Okay. So what happens at the first time the component render, for the useEffect hook, I'm not giving the any second argument, any array. Only the function arrow function. What I want to do after component render, after component first time, I want to print this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm inspecting. Okay, that's the console. See, I'm refreshing. The first time the component render, I'm getting the console. This is the first time. We are getting two times printing. I will tell you why I is getting two times. I will explain it later. But the thing is, if you want to do something the first time render, then I use the useEffect hook with the first argument, the arrow function. That arrow function, I want to do what you want. So this is in this way we can achieve this one. Now, second one, when is the component is update for every chain? For every chain, if you want to do something, for every chain, if you want to do a change means if you change state or if you change the prompt, it will come. So if you want to achieve this in the functional component, first argument is the first argument. You give the first argument. First argument is what is first argument? The arrow function. The second argument is the empty array. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, so now I create another useEffect hook. Okay, so I want to catch the changes if if you do any changes, for example, I have the arrow function. First argument the arrow function. Second argument is the empty array. I am passing the second argument is the empty array. So if you pass second argument empty array means if any change happen, it will execute. So for example, I am printing like console.log. So changes happens for every update, for every change or for every update. So updating them is if you change the state value in the component, then changes happen in the component means for every render. If any changes happen, the component is re-render. For every render, after every re-render, if you want to do something, then use the use effect. First argument is the arrow function, second argument is the empty array. Okay. So I, the changes happen. When is the changes happen? If you change any state value. So what I will do, I will create one state value here. For example, again the state like let's say game title. Okay, game otherwise okay game okay game title set title. Okay, first time the title is the game one. Okay, so I'm here is a game common. Here I'm printing the state value or the state value title. So here a state value I'm using here. So initially the state value is the game one, right? Now I'm creating the one button. It's changing the game. Let's just change the game title game. Okay. For on click function, I'm changing the state value. So what I will do is I create the arrow function here. Okay, in the arrow function, I'm doing the set title value, change the state value. Set title function. Now I'm changing the game value to game 2. So initially when the component render, the title value is the game 1. So here game 1 is changing. If you click the button, I'm changing the title value. So then it will automatically change the game 2. So here changes state value changes. So if the state value changes means the component is re-render. If you re-render, then I want to do something, then it will print. Let me show you. So here some error is coming. Okay. What is the problem? What is the error? Undefined. Something did wrong. So here use state. Sorry, this is use state. Okay, this is a use state. Right? We are stating value here. Use state value here. Sorry. Okay. So first time I load the component. The game value is game one. So only the first time is value when the component render is printer. And for every change, for the first time render also it will print. It will print. So here, if you not give the empty array, only the first time it give for every now. If you click the button, the game will change, and again the component will render. Let's see what happens. So I click this one, the value change. See here, what happened? This is the first time it will print. That means, so here the reverse thing is if we give the second argument as empty, then it will print the only first time. This is the first time. Sorry. If you want to do something, then you give the second argument as the empty array. Okay. Okay, here if you not give the empty array, for every time for every change it will come first time, and every change it will come. Here if you give the empty array, this is the only first time it will come. So in the use effect, if you not give any empty array, then for every first time and for every time, for every change it will come. Thus For this, but this one is only first time it happen. Let me refresh again. So here the first time it will happen. The first time every change will happen. If you click the button, all this will not depend, not this one. Okay, let's see. See, only first time everything. So if any changes happen, first time it will print and it will also print. The first time component under it will print, it will run. But if we change any state value, this will only print. Okay. So if you use effect function, if you want to give any second argument, then first time will print and for every change it will print. If you give the second argument as empty array, it will only print the first time one. Okay. You understand it? So here I clearly tell you. So here I will clearly tell you. So if the first time what you want to render, then second argument is the then second argument of use effect function is empty array. Okay. If you want for every chain, then second argument use effect function not need. Oh, no. Okay. If we pass empty array for a first time only pass. If we pass a if we do not pass any second argument for every chain it will get. Let's say I have the two state now. One is the title, one is I'm creating the name. Name one. Let's say name one. Okay. So same concept. Copy this one. Here I'm printing the name. Here I'm changing the name value. Change name. Name to. Okay. Here I'm changing. So here I'm displaying title value. If you click this button, the title state value is changing. Here I'm displaying the name state value. If I click this button, here set name will change. Set name value will change. So if you think in the first, if you click any button, every time it will call. But I want to do I want to do something only particular state value is change. For example, here if I want to change title value on, if I want to do something only the title value is changed. Then what I will do is same use effect is the use effect. First argument is the arrow function. Second argument is in the array you need to give dependency. Dependency here what is depend title? I want to do something if title value is changed. So here see here only it will only the title value is changed. Title state value is changed. For example, if you want to do something only name value is changed, what I will do is here I will give the name value only. I want to do something both title and name value need to change. So what I will do is both. So here I will do in the title comma name. So here what it will have it's only title if title and name value both change. Or if both change then if both change then it will come. We need to pass the two dependency. If only name value I want to change then I pass this dependency name. Only title value I change I need to pass the title value. Let's see. So first time what if you load the comment first time what it will print? It will print. This one is first time it print. It will print. It will also print because the first time we assign some value here. So it will print. This will also print. This will so all the will print first time. Let's see. Okay, here constant. We think is a constant. Okay, let's see. Again, I think it's the use state. Sorry. Okay. Now I refresh it again. So the first time all things are there. First time all things are printed. Okay. So if we change the if we click this button, only the title value change. If title value change, what are the things will happen? Uh, this will have this will come because every change it will come. This is not come. This will come because we are changing title value. This is not come because we are changing the we are not changing name value. This will not come because we are not changing both values. Let's see. So what will come if we change title value? Only this one and this one. These things only will print. Let's see. So change again. See here, this one come. So here the third one also come. So if we here we give two dependency. If any one of title or name value both change. Okay. So if you change first all will print. If you click here, so title value. If you click here only name value, all changes will come. If you click here, only name value changes come, and both value will change. So here if you second argument, if you compound for every change, if you want to print anything, then you the second argument you have to print not is. But if you give second argument as a dependencies in the array, if any value changed in the array, it will print, right? So in this way, so useEffect function. If you want to do something, only first time we'll do. We need to second argument is the empty array. If you want to do something, if any state value to do, then we need to give the dependencies in the array. Okay. So if we want to do every chain, then we don't need to give the array function. Now there is something in the component will run mode. That means before leaving the component. I want to do something before leaving the component. That means, for example, whatever is, and here I create one, but I have a state value here. Let's say state game. Okay. So okay, I have create one state value the app. Okay. Show game. Okay. Set show game. So I want to load this game component. This game component only this particular game value want to change. So what I will do in the component rendering. This is called the conditional rendering. So only show value only true, then only the game component. Here I creating one button. Okay. Here I create one button. I'm for hiding the game. So if you click this game, what I'm doing is I hiding the game. Set show game is the false. So if you click this button, so here state value show game only. Okay. The stereo store game. If you show game is true well, then only the game component will load. If you click this button, I am changing the value as false. Then this component is not there. Not the component is leaving. So if you click this button, this component is leaving. So before leaving, I want to do something in the component. Whatever this is same as the component will mode. I mean before leaving the component. If you want to do something before leaving the component, then useEffect. The useEffect first argument is the array function. Here you need to give return function. Okay, the return function. If you want to do something, for example, I want to I am leaving. So So sorry, here I want to do return value. Here you need to print the return value. So what you are doing in the return function, you return that I am leaving. So how to write the return value here? So return function, I'll explain. So again I will explain. So in the use effect function, I need to give the arrow function. Here I need to give the return function. So in this return function, I want to do I am leaving. So when it will call, if we use the return function in the use effect, it will call before leaving the component. So here in this case, if we click this button, the game component is leaving. So before leaving component, so if you click the button, the component will leave. At that time, it must be print. Let's see here. I'm doing from the starting. The first time, all are printed. Okay. If I click this button, only game value will print it. I am leaving when game value print. If you click the change name, only name will change print. Now if you click the hide game, see I am leaving is happening, right? If you want to do something before leaving the game, I need the return statement in the use effect. Okay. So in this way, we can achieve life cycle methods in the functional components. So to achieve the life cycle methods in the functional component using the use effect. So coming to the summary, so use effect to achieve life cycle methods in functional component. Okay, two arguments. One is arrow function, it's mandatory. Second is array, is the option. Okay, so use effect only if you're not giving the any argument, only given you're not given the second argument, then it will run everything. It will run first time and every change. If you give the use effect, first argument is the arrow function and second argument is empty, then it will run first time only. If we give the second argument, there is a dependency. Dependency. It will run first time, and if dependency value, state value change, dependency value change. Okay. If we give the return statement, if we give the use effect, the arrow function, if we give the return value, we give the return function, it will run before component unknown, component leaving. This is the summary of the use effect function. Okay. If we see here image, so use effect, if we give the second argument is empty, it only runs once. If not give the any second argument, it runs every re-render and re-render on the first change and every change. If we give data, it will run the render and re-render if the change value, if the data value is changed. So this is all about the use effect class. Thanks for today's class. If any doubts, reach me. My 78427 13813.